Hold on, y'all. I think I'm live here, but I just want to, make sure everything's good. Checking everything. Let's hit this button. And let's see if we live. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? Let me pull up my charts. Make sure we live. It's good. Yeah, we good. So we live. What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? This is CryptoTrav.co YouTube channel, and we will be discussing today candlestick patterns on charts to understand the market and determine what direction the market is going in. All right. Let me make sure. Let me see if anybody has joined yet, because I know a few people want to for me to do this. I'll actually wait a little bit, so some people could join in. So give me a few seconds, a few minutes, as people come in little by little. Play some music for y'all. All right, we got one person coming in. Let me just say what's up. What's up? Thanks for joining. Waiting for a few more people before we begin. All right. So we got one person in real quick. Just wanted to wait to make sure everybody else comes in. Alright, so again, this is CryptoTrav.co YouTube channel. This is only my personal opinion. This is not financial advice. So please don't try and sue me. I'm just here educating and helping people as much as I can understand the cryptocurrency market. I'm gonna start in about a minute. Whoever is here, so we could just get the ball rolling for everyone who came on time. Alright, so I'm going to get everything started now. So the purpose of today's YouTube channel is to break down for beginners the purpose of candlesticks, patterns, and understanding how they direct market directions. Okay? So it's definitely important as a new trader, as a newbie, to understand what these candlesticks are. And hold on, somebody in my chat asked for the link to the video. I think this is it right here. Try that or CryptoTrav.co. somebody's watching, so let me see. Is there anything I can give the link to anybody in here? Let me see. I'm gonna go YouTube on my phone real quick and see if I see me live right now. I'm definitely gonna have to edit all of this out. Yeah. I don't see anything. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I could fix this issue real quick. Because it says that I'm live. Oh, you know what it was? I kept it on private too. I gotta put it on. I gotta go to studio. Video. Slow down. What would you like to do? Wait for it. I'm just about to make the video private. I was doing it private just I was making sure everything was working on my end. It's not working for me. Go to the live videos, and it was private. Yeah, I knew that was the issue. Sorry, I made video private. It should be working now. Alright, definitely sorry for that, guys. Let me see on my phone. Yep, alright, we live now. We are live. Should be good now. Should be good now. Just hit refresh. Yeah. I can see it on my phone. This is why I hate going live, because like I'm not used to doing this, yo. I had him cool, awesome. So it works for one person. Let's see. I'm just waiting for everybody else just to respond. Let me go to live now on my go live. Encoder live streaming. Camera copy accessed. All right. Should be good now. Alright, so it should be live now. I'll wait a few minutes because, you know, I was a mistake on my end. I'm not used to going live, guys, so my mistake on that. Cool. Let me see. Alright. Just giving guys a few seconds so they can refresh their phones to make sure they can see the live now. Because previously it wasn't live, and now we are live. I had it on private for a second. My apologies. Alright. Alright guys, I'm about to start now. Hopefully. Alright, cool. So I'm about to start now. Alright guys, I'm about to start now. Alright, so apologies for that, guys. I had to everything on private. I was making sure everything on my end was working properly. So again, This is cryptotrap.co YouTube channel. This is an educational channel on just breaking down what, how chart reading and just the whole cryptocurrency market, works. So, with that being said, this is just my personal opinion and advice. This is not financial advice, so please don't sue me. I've been in the market for about 2.5 years now, so I have some experience that I just want to share with you guys. Hopefully, that'll make you guys, make some money here. Okay, so in front of us, let me just block this out real quick. I don't want to confuse anybody. We'll just block that out. All right. So in front of us right here, we have a bullish candlestick. Okay. So this is the opening of the candlestick. This is the closing of the candlestick. This right here is called the wick. This is the high. This is where the highest that price has gone for the day. And it depends actually on if you're looking at what time frame you're looking at. So these are wicks. Sometimes there's wicks on candlesticks. Sometimes there isn't any wicks. So, but if there is a wick, that's going to be the low price of the day and or hour, depending on the hour or time frame you are looking at the candle on the chart. This whole green that you're looking at, this green candle, this is called the body of the candle. Okay, so this is a bullish candle right here, as you can see, and this is just signifying that price action has been green. We are seeing money flowing into the market right now. Okay, now the red candle, what I'm about to show you, is just slightly different than this one. So here we have the bearish candle signifying where price opens at and where price closes, and also you can see the high of the price and the low of the price, and this also is the body as well. So these two are just telling us what price is doing. Are we selling or are we buying, basically? So in market terms, they'll say bull or bearish. Bearish is going to be a red candle. Bullish is going to be a green candle. Okay, so this is just simple how defining what a candlestick is and what it signifies and what you should be thinking when you see this candlestick. Okay, so just breaking that down a little bit, I want to pull up a chart for you guys real quick. If you guys have any questions, definitely you could ask in the Telegram group or on YouTube as well. I'll be going back and forth to check everything. Okay. Wait. So I want to look at the BNB chart. This is the Binance coin. So so we're looking at a live chart now. This is the Binance chart. As you can see, price action has been very volatile on this chart. So when I go into trading, my thought process in how I go about buying and selling, I always want to see what the market is doing, right? So I'm gonna start right here. Let me see if you guys can see it. Not here. Alright, you guys can see it. So horizontal line. Put a line here. I'll make this, make it green. Then I put a line here, and I'll make this one yellow. Okay, so I'm gonna start here with you guys. So as you can see, price was consolidated here for some time, right? Also, I wanted to identify with you guys before I even go into how I determine candlestick patterns in the market. This is the 6-hour time frame. So each candle that you guys are looking at right now is a 6-hour candle. So this candle specifically right here, 6-hour candle, the candle beside it is a 6-hour candle, and you could choose different time frames to trade on. So be aware that we're looking right now at the 6-hour time frame, and just to show you a little difference, this would be the daily time frame here. So this chart we're looking at specifically right now is the daily time frame. Okay, they all have a significance. I'll go into that in a different YouTube channel. I mean, a different show another day. Today we're just going to discuss market directions, and I personally like to trade on the 6 or the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so let's go back to where I put it. All right, right. So as we're looking at these candles, as you can see, price has consolidated within this price range for a few days, right? How would I determine in buying? So what I would look at is, one, the support level. I'm looking for support before I even buy anything, to see how strong support is, right? So right here, this yellow line is going to signify support for me. Let me make this gray. Let me make it like this lavender color, okay? So this yellow line is support, right? And we had support tested actually a few times here. We had it tested right here. We had support tested here. We had support tested here. My ellipsis doesn't want to work properly. Here we go. And then we had support tested here. So as price was consolidating in this price range here, we had support tested 3 times here, which would signify to me that support is strong. Support is a place where price will find, like I said, support. So it'll have a bounce there. Once price falls down to the support, it has a bounce. So as we can see here, once it tested here, we had a small little bounce here, nothing too crazy. Then it immediately went right back to test support, and we had some bullish action as we see here. And then we came back to test this now. This green line here would signify to me resistance. Why is this resistance? Because every time price has tested this specific area, it was rejected. So support was tested twice, resistance was tested, support was tested 3 times, and resistance was only really tested twice. So to me, I would buy most likely around this area zone, because for one, we didn't come close to testing support here, which signifies to me that the market is showing strong momentum, especially because we have these 3 spots where support was tested. So because of the 3 tests of support, here to me would be a great buy zone, because like I said before, we didn't really come too close to testing this support level, right? So here would be a great buy zone, right? So if, let's say you miss this chance to buy, right? And we have this nice little rally. Where's my pen at? What can I use as a pen to show? I'll just use this ellipsis, right? So we have this nice little rally here, right? This we break out of resistance here, and now what happens after we break out of this resistance? We skyrocket through it. As you guys can see, this really bullish candle here. We flipped resistance now into support. Now looking at resistance now turned support, we see that this area was tested another 3 times. So because we tested here another 3 times, this would be a great buy zone if you weren't able to buy here to catch this bullish action right here, right? So as soon as we spiked up and we broke the resistance, we came down to test resistance, support 3 times. So as you put your lines of support and resistance, you should also understand that support could anytime turn to resistance, and resistance could also turn into support. This is a major key to understand. Another, just beginner's guide to understanding how to identify market direction. So once this was broken and we tested support, to me this would be great buy zones here because we didn't break down from here, showing that the market was weak. We're showing strength in the market right now because we are testing support and trading up, testing resistance, turn support, now trading above it. Because we're using this as support now, any of these buy zones where support was retested are great buy areas to make sure you're able to capitalize on the gains that are about to take place. So as you can see, once we came to the third time close to testing the support, we had another nice rally here. So let's say you bought at the support level and you sold here. That's a 62% gains right here, right? So the whole time we're trading upwards. Let me see if I can find this brush. So this whole time we're trading upwards right here. Let me make this color, I guess green, because I'm making money here, right? So this whole time we're going upwards. We have a rally here, and we have a small little pullback here. Every time we go up, like this rally that we see here, we're always going to have some sort of a pullback. So this is the first pullback. This is one. Then we have another rally. Then we have another pullback, as you can see. So we come back and we pull back. These pullbacks are nothing to be afraid of. This is just how the market reacts. So we have one, and then two, and this will be the third rally with another small pullback. So let me just put one here. The market always likes to do things or react in pairs of 3 and 4. I've noticed since I've been trading, right? So we're always, while we're trading, we're always looking for the patterns of the numbers 3 and 4. 4 and 3 are huge numbers, and to know and to decide what you want to do next, right? So then we have this fourth rally, and then we have this pullback here. It wasn't a significant pullback to worry you, because you've seen these pullbacks here before. So what caused major sell-off here? Who knows? Maybe it was some poor news that came out about the specific project, or the CEO may have got laid off, or they did something ridiculous and it caused market shares to drive price down. So another thing I'll go over is chart patterns. I think it's very important to understand chart patterns. So in fact, I want to show you guys a double top, because what we're looking at right now is a double top. And double tops mean bearish action is about to happen. I just wanted to show you guys a picture of a double top. So this on the right side here is a double top, right? So as you guys look at this picture, just see how this correlates to the graph that we're looking at now. So we look at this graph now. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, the double top, or anything that you see in the market. So here, now we have a double top that causes price to go down. So this right here will be a double top, and look how crazy after the double top happens, because double top signifies bearish momentum is about to occur. So once the double top occurs, we are now experiencing some negative momentum within the market. So for me, like I told you guys prior, here in this white zone here, let me change this white zone, actually something else. Let's change it to orange. So this orange zone to me would be my buy zone because one, we did not test support here. We traded a little bit above it. We broke up top of the resistance, now turn support. To me, as we're climbing up, I'm taking profits here. You never want to be too greedy while you're trading because you see the market reacts quickly and you don't want to get burned. You see how we came down on this end here. So as we're trading upwards here, I'm slowly taking profits. I don't have to take all my profits because I also want to see how far we're going to go. So as we're climbing up, I'm taking maybe 20 to 15%, 30% profits. You always want to take profits as you're riding the wave. It's because you never want to get burnt. So you want to trade safely. Oh, excuse me. So how would I know if this was a live chart to like when to sell? Right? So once I see this double top occur, that's a selling point for me. That's signifying to me I need to start selling because that's what double top means. It means bearish action is about to occur here. So now, as you see the breakdown, that's here as well. Even on the breakdown, we break down and then we have a little bit of bullish momentum, right? This happens in every market, forex trading, stock trading, everything. Bullish or bearish. We're gonna have bearish momentum that's gonna be a little bullish that spikes up again, but we're still going on the downtrend. So never get fooled, especially when we get a double top. Double top usually pushes prices down a lot. So we come here, boom. This is the third rally. This is 1, 2, 3. And like I said, things happen in 3 and 4s in the market. And now look at this fourth action, this fourth rally, the sell of selling pressure, and boom. So now let me just mark these. I also want to mark the rallies of the selling pressures as well. I put 1, 2. This is 3 here. This is 2. Alright, and this is 1. So just as how we have a nice rally of coming up and there's nice little waves coming up, it's going to be the same way how waves are going to be coming down in the price action as well. So, but what I want you guys to take note of is this. You see in this little area here where this was support, you see how as we broke down, price started to hover around here a little bit. But we had weak hands in the market right now because they saw the selling pressure, and everybody is trying to get out their positions. Nobody wants to really get burned because who knows how far this is going to go down. So let me see. Can y'all see this? Let me move this over a little bit. All right. So you see this area right here. This is where support was, because this is, like I said before, this would have been great buy zones because we tested here a few times. Now, when we broke down, we weren't lucky because usually sometimes there's a nice bounce, but we didn't find a bounce at this support level. We found the bounce right here. So we tested a previous support. We didn't really touch it a lot, but it was close to it. This is why having support and resistance line on your graphs are very important, because when I put these green and yellows for resistance and support, I didn't even know that it was going to align further in the price action right back into consolidation, like I said prior. So we came back onto the yellow support where previously this was support that was tested 3 times, which means this is what? Strong support. This is where price is going to find a comfort zone and is going to have a bounce back in price action and have some bullish momentum. Now, I'm showing you these are the candles, just watching candles and seeing how these candles are telling me the direction of the market. I'm not using any boiling bands. I'm not using any EMA or moving averages. This is strictly just looking at the candles and understanding what the story behind the candle is telling me. So understanding what support and resistance is huge. So as I said, so we find support here after the rally down, right? But I would never buy. This is a great buy zone, but it's also tricky because we don't know what's going to happen here. But in this instance, we have something called an automatic reaction in the market. So the whales or the people who are controlling the market, they see, oh, we just sold so much that the bears are in control right now. So now the whales jump in and say, we're going to take control back, and they spike the price action above this support, now turn resistance. And we have a test here, and we traded above this for some time. But as you guys can see, we weren't able to surpass this wavelength. So every time when you see a selling action like this, what you want to do is, before you truly buy in to make that you think is going to surpass this third wave here that was down, it's most likely, once we test this support level here, it's always to meet, or it's not always going to happen, most likely test here the last wave of the selling price action to retest it. But it doesn't mean that it's going to surpass it. So this here is a good buy zone, but don't get trapped in it. When you're doing technical analysis, you're never going to be 100% right. These are just giving you guidelines and rules to abide by when you're actually trading. So never get caught like this, especially when something is falling this drastically, and then it has such an automatic reaction. Like this right here is probably a good 20 to 30% jump right here in price. Yeah, like look, 40%. So I mean, yes, if you caught this, you're awesome, because you set up your support lines and you knew this was a great support to buy at. But if you didn't sell here and you came back here, then you're just stuck holding and for a long period of time with no true ROI on on your investment. So as we have here, once we came to test this support again, we had a nice spike in price, but support wasn't able to hold. We just broke right through it. We didn't even, you see how before here, right here, we hovered. Hold on. All right. So you see here how we hovered when we came down crashing. We hovered here with price action for a little bit. These small price action bars just means that the selling and the buying is weak and the bears are in control right now. So even the size of the candles matter. You see how these large red candles just completely broke through the support line here? So this means that this support has no type of validation here. Like, it's completely broken. Now, as we continue on going further, as I said before, the way where I put the green and yellow trend line are very important, because before I told you, well, let me show you. Before, I was just looking at this area here. I didn't look at the further end of the chart. I just put this here because I saw it here where price was trading up and down from, and where price was resistance in moving above. But as we go further, we see that where I put the yellow trend line and the green trend line, that these were key areas for consolidation for this specific stock. So to me right now, because we're in consolidation can be a very tricky place to buy, because we don't know what's the next movement within the stock. We would have to wait here for any good news. Are they doing any partnerships? Is there new money coming in? Do they get a new CEO? In the cryptocurrency industry, is there a hard fork coming up? Who are they hiring? What projects are they teaming up with? So forth and so on. So you definitely want to check. So like I said earlier, see how we have a breakdown here. Consolidation is a tricky place to buy, because if you brought here and you didn't sell, if you brought here and didn't sell up top here, and now you're holding in the consolidation area, it's good that you're probably still holding here because it's still trading here, so you're not really losing much. You're still probably a few 5-10% gains here. That's about it. But as we go further in and further to see what's going on, we see that later on we have a breakdown. As soon as we break down, the chart was like the price is like, whoa, hold up. We have a retest of the support turn now resistance. Now, as we can see here, we traded below the yellow support line for not too long, but as soon as we made that, it's like this little U here. Put this U like this U. We had this nice little U here. Not for too long we traded here, only for a few days probably, and we boosted right. Look, you see how my support and trend lines are so important to identify, because as soon as we traded down here, we picked up a lot of volume, and now we shot right back up to test where I put earlier on where this was resistance. So again, we're still trading up inside these two lines here. So right here shows a sign of weakness. So people, I'll signify sign of weakness. From charting here, I'll put SOW for a sign of weakness, right? We tried, we broke down, but then we came right back, and now we shot back up here. But even then, after we shot back right up here, guess what? We got rejected right away. And this is how the market reacts sometimes. So now, this area right here, we put the line here. Let me see. So this line right here, I'll make this line white, is now a good support zone for this coin or the stock anytime it comes down here. But as soon as we had this automatic reaction, because we had lows here and we came back up, we got rejected at the green trend line, and we retested this previous support in this sign of weakness area, we started trending in the upward channel. So this right here is going to be called a channel. This is what price action is. I'm not going to show all the beginning, but this is where price action wants to trade in right now. So we're trading in here, and what we're having here is something what you call higher lows. So what are higher lows? Higher lows just means that this previous price is higher than the last previous price. So we're having a higher low. So we came from here, from this price, from this little 6-hour candle. Let me see if I could, can I move this up? So this candle right here, this was the last zone for support. And as we started trending in this upward channel here, we kept on having higher lows, which means this previous high is higher than this, but it's still a little low. So we have a higher low than the previous one. Another one, we have a higher low than the previous one. Once we see this trend in having higher lows, this to me would signify a buy zone. But because we're still in this green and yellow trend line, I'm not buying until we are keeping price above this green trend line. So we break the green trend line eventually, slowly but surely. So to me, here would be the perfect buy zone, because we have gotten out of consolidation. So to me, every time we trade within this green and yellow trend line, it's going to signify to me that we are in consolidation and we do not know what's going to happen to price. So it's a tricky time to buy into consolidation areas unless, like I said previously, we know what's going to take place next with any stock news, any bullish stock news that will push the stock price forward. So as we traded in this channel, this right here, it would be the last support zone. So this right here is a new support. Why is it support? Because anything that touches price action or has hovered where price bounces back from it, that will be a new support line. So over here, we have it test one time, we have it test twice. So after this, the second test, we have a nice rally going upwards. So now again, let's test my theory on the rallies. So we have this rally. This is the first rally. We have the first rally, right? This right here would be a pullback. All right here are pullbacks. Once price goes up and we come down a little bit, these are pullbacks, right? So we do this. So we have this. We move this. We take the other one out. I don't need that one. Not that one. So again, before I said things happen in what? Waves. So this is the first wave right here, right? This is wave 1. We cancel that. Boom, right? So this is wave 1. This is actually like a live chart. So this is what's actually happening in the price right now. We have a second rally here. It's not as much as the first rally, but we still have it above, higher than the previous price, even though it wasn't a significant bullish uptrend here. So now we have another rally that's taking place. Now we have this rally that's coming up here, and now we see bearish momentum happening. Right now, this is a bearish candle. So what I'm expecting now, this is perfect. So what I'm expecting now from this is to have a pullback. How much is the pullback going to be? I'm not sure. How I would guess the pullback was I would look at previous pullbacks. So I would look at this pullback here and be like, okay, you came back 12%. Well, so this pullback was to the wick 12%, right? I would take this pullback to this, and this is about 14%, right? This is how technical analysis goes. You want to compare an analysis. So comparing to the two previous pullbacks, we're probably going to look at a pullback anywhere from 12% to 14%. I'm going to go with the 12% pullback because that will set off an alert faster than hitting the 14%. So I will set my pullback area. I'll set an alert here at this area, at this price zone, to see if I was correct and what will happen. So this will be the third wave, right? And usually, like I said prior, when things happen in waves, it happens in either 3 or 4s. So this is either going to be a 3 or a 4 wave where price will just get rejected once again. So the perfect buy zone for me is when we started trading above this green trend line that was in the consolidation area, and we broke above it. So here would have been the perfect time. So now price action is going to happen like before. So whatever happens here, depending on the news again, we'll understand what will happen. But price action is going to get rejected and probably retest these support lines, and then you continuously do what I said before. So if we're going to trade in consolidation area, which is between the green and yellow line, it's a dangerous zone to do so because we don't know what price action is going to be doing there. But once we are above this line, if we buy it once we're here, we're good. Let's say you're just getting in here and you see all this momentum now. You're just like, oh my gosh, I want to get in. You got to understand, the people who brought in here, at this specific zone here, they're taking profit now. Because like I told you before, as this goes up, you want to take profit because you never know when things could turn sideways on you, and you don't want to get caught out there, and you don't take none of your profits, and now you're stuck holding for whatever negative you're holding for. So right now, I feel, to me, the bears are going to take control of the market. So be careful. I truly, if I came into this right now and I'm looking at this and I'm doing my own technical analysis, to me, this is not a buy area, because looking at all of this, I'm like, yo, whoever brought here, they're killing, Oh my gosh, they're just so happy right now. Oh, they're looking at price being sold now. Okay, I'm just going to completely sell out my position, take all my profits, and I'll just wait again to buy here. So another thing that I like to do is look at the all-time low, all-time highs, and monthly highs, weekly lows. So that gives me some type of analysis as to what has been happening. What is the trend here? How has price been with this specific coin? You need to know that, so you see where the price is and how close it is to its all-time high, how close it is to its all-time low. Once you understand where it's at within a spectrum of price action, then that could also give you an idea as to when to buy and or when to sell. And if a stock is too close to its all-time high, unless there's crazy bullish action news about that coin or stock, I'm not buying it, because once something hits its all-time high, it usually just is going to get rejected. And after it gets rejected, it just depends. So it really just depends on, like I said earlier, the news that comes out to see if it crushes that price. But usually, if there's no real news concerning that stock, then I would be skeptical to buying in. I would resist. I want to show you guys another chart real quick, so we could just further strengthen the support, resistance, and understanding the candlestick determining the direction of the market. Okay, right now this is another coin here. So a coin, I'm mostly showing you guys cryptocurrency coins and so forth and so on. Let's go back a little bit. So I'll start here, right? So in this little area here, let me put I like to the first thing I like to do is, before I trade, is identify support and resistance. So to me, right here, this signifies as resistance. Like right here, would signify as resistance. Why would this signify as resistance? For one, the price, like the body of the bars, right? Like you see the bodies, the green, the whole green, and the red. These are the bodies of the bar, the price action bars. They weren't able to surpass this price here. Only the wicks were. And these wicks, to me, are just showing crazy selling hands and just weak hands in the market right now. So it's a lot of selling pressure here. Once you see wicks of this amount alone, to me, it's just signifying huge selling action that's going on here. So I put this resistance line here because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's about 9 to 10 price action bars were not able to surpass this. Now, I want to figure out where I want to put my support line. And I'll make this line yellow. So, why did I put it here? Again, same as before. We see the price action coming here to retest. We're having a retest of this line. We have a breakdown, but as soon as we have the breakdown, we come right back up and we trade. And we're trading above this yellow line now, and we continuously are testing it. And the second time we tested it, we actually did have a breakdown. Price was actually strong enough to keep its momentum and actually here retest the resistance line. So with that being said, and knowing that, to me, this area right here would be consolidation between the white and the yellow line. So to me, Buying at this yellow line would be the prime for me. This is what I'm looking for. I want to buy at the yellow line because I know once I buy the yellow line and it's a strong support, I'm definitely going to hit this white line. Now, again, this doesn't happen all the time because, you know, the market is tricky. It's a very volatile market, and, you know, things don't always go according to plan. If things don't go according to plan for you, you do some self-analysis. You see what went wrong, and you learn from that. You journal what happened. So, as we can see here, we retested support. Let's see how many times we tested support. We have it here. We have it one time. We have the breakdown here, and this all this area here. We retested support two times here. Like I said before, things happen what in threes and fours in the market, right? This is the third time. And on the fourth time that we retested the support line, guess what? Now, my 3 and 4, to me this is very common that things happen in the market in 3 and 4s. So other people have their own thing. To me, I look for 3s and 4s. So if for me to watch this and look at this, this is a buy zone to me, and this is a buy zone to me. Why are these buy zones? Because support is showing me that it is strong enough and it is holding. So if I buy a little bit here, and if we come back, I'm going to watch how the market reacts to support again, so I know if I could sell or not. So this is, I'm buying here. I'm going to see what happens here. If we have bearish action here, I am going to sell. I don't like losing more than 5%. So after we and if I think we're gonna have more bullish action here, I'm going to buy more. So I buy here and I buy here. So when you're trading, or wherever you're trading in, when you're buying into a stock, you never go all in. You put portions of your money in and you accumulate, because when you accumulate, you make more money doing so. So let's say I brought now here at this first zone, support zone, this the third support zone, and the fourth time support was tested. Like I said before, things happen in 3 and 4s. On the fourth test of support, we have a nice bullish momentum happening here, and we skyrocket through the resistance line. But as soon as we skyrocket through this resistance line, we have a quick retest of that resistance line, and we hover below it now. Now, once we come below it, what I'm looking for is, are we going to retest these previous lows, right? So for some time, we don't. Let me put a support line here, because there could also be support within the consolidation zones as well. Support could happen anywhere. Make this line blue. Okay, so if you didn't sell here at the top, your best bet, I mean, of course, we were all hoping for it to go more, right? But let's say you didn't. You're still not losing here. And I would tread lightly. I would definitely be taking major profits in the zone because we're trading in consolidation zones. If you brought at the previous support zones, you're good. So let's say, let's do a comparison. So if you brought this support zone and to the next support zone now, that's 15%. So if this is trading above this blue support zone, you're going to have an ROI of 14% of whatever money you put down, which isn't bad at all. You never want to be greedy. 10% is good as well. If you want to, like, as long as you're making money, that's the most important thing. It don't matter if it's 10%, 20%, 100%. You know, as long as you're making money. So as we broke out here in this previous bullish action, we quickly came back down. If, like I said before, if you brought into these price areas here, I would be selling before we retest here, because to me it's only a matter of time if we either retest this or we retest the resistance line. And as you can see here, we did. Again, we have the 3 times of testing support. We have support being tested here. We have support being tested here. And then we have a small little breakdown. Price, the selling and buying bullish bars actually closed above this support, but it was still strong enough. And we have, guess what, a little bit more bullish momentum here, and we retest the resistance and we surpassed it a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Now, definitely by this, like I said, things happen in 3s and 4s. As you can see here, we have a test, a breakout. This is what we call an up thrust. It's like a fake out, basically. Like, oh, we broke out resistance, but we're not truly trading above it. So we have that one here. I'll just make these clear and make these lines just bolder. So we have that there. We have a second one. And I just want you guys to notice how things are really, every time. I didn't even pre-prepare these charts. But as you guys can see, things happen a lot in the 3s and 4s when you're trading. So once you see that pattern, you know how you should be reacting to the market. So we have 3 up thrusts here. And then on the 4th up thrust, price got rejected. And you always want to look at what happened previously, right? So, boom, right? Let's make this color, that color, whatever color that is, turquoise, pink, whatever, right? So on the 4th attempt of it trying to hover over the resistance, we have price retesting its previous resistance. Why is this resistance? Because 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times it was tested to break above this current price range, and the body of the candle was not able to surpass this. So as we look on where I put these white ellipses, we have up thrust not even retesting this. But on the 4th time of the breakout where we think, oh, this is a great time to buy in, guess what? We retest this support here, resistance actually, and we get rejected. Resistance. That's what I'm gonna write this down as resistance. So this to me is like a fake out. Because why is it a fake out? Because we are trading so, like, we're above and a little bit below the white trend line, but we're not able to surpass the previous resistance. So this right here is a fake out. If you would have brought in, I would have sold it, still sold out immediately, knowing what you know about technical analysis, looking previously 3 times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times tested here, several times tested here with these price action bars, and we got rejected. This to me automatically signifies quickly as possible to reject. Why? Another reason, because 3 times here with these ellipses, we weren't able truly to trade above this white trend line. And because we weren't able to trade above the white trend line, I would not buy into this because price action hasn't truly made up its mind yet. So as you can see, once we got rejected, we had a heavy breakdown of price where it came back down. It almost, on the first attempt, almost hit the yellow line. It completely smashed through this blue line where it was the previous support for this area right here. So it completely even smashed through that. We had a quick little retest, but we weren't able to keep the momentum of price action above this area right here. And as you can see, once it got rejected here again, we just had a negative price action, just bearish momentum. Bears are completely in control now, and price has completely just broken down. All right. So hey guys, that's my time. Let me know what you guys thought about that. Was I clear enough? Was I concise? Did I break it down enough? If you have any questions now, I'll actually check the YouTube channel. Can you see questions here? Yeah, I can see questions. I just wasn't looking at them. My apologies. I was just going through the whole video. Could definitely see questions there. But yes, so just want to say thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Just let me know any feedback. Was it clear? Was I concise? Does support resistance make sense to you now? Are you able to look or practice yourself what I just broke down for you? Just let me know what you guys think. Truly appreciate any feedback. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. I'm gonna drop another video tomorrow about how to do research on ICOs. So just let me know what you guys thought of today's episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, was it clear? Was it concise? Are you able to tell what candlesticks will do? Understanding price action bars, what they mean now. So just let me know what you guys think. Thank you again for watching CryptoTrav.co YouTube channel. I appreciate it.